The cameras flash. The crowd gathers. But something's different this time. Ellen DeGeneres steps out onto the cobblestone streets of London, and the world barely recognizes her. Gone is the familiar pixie cut that defined decades of daytime television. In its place, longer locks frame a face that seems lighter somehow. Beside her, Portia de Rossi radiates a quiet confidence. Her own transformation, subtle yet striking. This isn't just about new hairstyles. This is about rebirth. After 25 years in the spotlight, Ellen DeGeneres is writing a new chapter. And it's happening an ocean away from the studio that once felt like home. Picture this moment. January 2025. London's winter air bites at their cheeks as Ellen and Portia navigate the city they're now calling home. The paparazzi snap photos, but there's no defensive posture. No hiding behind sunglasses or publicists. For the first time in years, Ellen looks free. But how did we get here? How did America's beloved talk show host go from household name to exile abroad? The answer isn't simple. It's a story of triumph, downfall, and the courage to rebuild when everything falls apart. Let's go back to where it all began, Louisiana. 1958. A little girl named Ellen Lee DeGeneres is born into a world that doesn't yet understand what she become. Her childhood isn't easy. Her parents divorce when she's 13. The stability she craves seems always just out of reach. But Ellen discovers something powerful. She can make people laugh. I was always the class clown, she would later recall. Making people laugh was my survival mechanism. In high school, Ellen performed stand-up at coffee houses. The applause fills something inside her that nothing else can touch. It's intoxicating, it's healing. It becomes her North Star. The 1980s arrive. Ellen moves to Los Angeles with nothing but jokes and determination. She sleeps in a car. She works odd jobs. She performs at comedy clubs where the audience can be cruel. And the pay is worse. But she persists. 1986 changes everything. Ellen appears on The Tonight Show starring Johnny Carson. She's the first female comedian Carson calls over to the couch after her set. It's television gold. It's validation. It's the moment Ellen DeGeneres becomes a star. The offers pour in. Television executives see something special in this quirky comedian from Louisiana. In 1994, they give her a sitcom simply called Ellen. For 3 seasons, America falls in love with Ellen Morgan, the neurotic bookstore owner who stumbles through life with endearing awkwardness. The show is a hit. Ellen DeGeneres is officially famous, but behind the scenes, Ellen is wrestling with a secret that threatens to destroy everything she's built. She's gay in a world that isn't ready to accept her. The 1990s are not kind to LGBTQ celebrities. Careers end over whispered rumors. Publicists craft elaborate cover stories. The entertainment industry operates on a don't ask, don't tell policy that feels suffocating. Ellen knows the risks. She's watched other careers crumble, but living in the closet is killing her slowly. She makes a decision that will change television. History. April 30th, 1997. The Puppy episode airs on ABC. Ellen Morgan comes out as gay to her therapist, played by Oprah Winfrey. But this isn't just fictional character development. This is Ellen DeGeneres coming out to America. 40-2 million people watch. The episode makes covers of Time and Newsweek. Ellen becomes the first openly gay lead character on primetime television. The backlash is swift and brutal. Death threats arrive daily. Advertisers pull their support. Religious groups organize boycotts. The show that once celebrated life becomes a target for hate. ABC cancels Ellen after one more season. Ellen's career doesn't just stall. Crashes. Comedy clubs won't book her. television networks won't return her calls. The woman who once made America laugh becomes persona non grata overnight. "I lost everything," Ellen would later say. "I couldn't get a job anywhere." For 3 years, Ellen disappears from public view. She tends to her garden. She questions everything. She wonders if coming out was worth losing the career she'd spent decades building. But Portia de Rossi is watching. Born Amanda Lee Rogers in Australia, Portia has her own complicated relationship with fame and identity. She's built a successful acting career on shows like Ally McBeal and Arrested Development. But she's also hiding her sexuality, wrestling with the same demons that nearly destroyed Ellen. In 2000. Their paths cross at a photography studio. Ellen is trying to rebuild her career. Portia is at the height of hers. They're both guarded, both wounded, both afraid to trust. But something sparked between them. "I fell in love with her the moment I met her," Portia would later admit. But I was terrified." Their courtship unfolds in secret. Hollywood isn't much kinder to gay celebrities in 2000 than it was in 1997. They date quietly. They support each other privately. They build a love that will withstand decades of scrutiny. Meanwhile, Ellen stages the most remarkable comeback in entertainment history. 2003 brings Finding Nemo. Ellen voices Dory, the forgetful fish with an unbreakable spirit. Children across America fall in love with her voice. Parents remember why they loved her in the first place. The phone starts ringing again. September 8, 2003, The Ellen DeGeneres Show premieres. Ellen dances onto the stage with an energy that feels both familiar and transformed. She's still funny. She's still genuine. But now, she's also authentic in a way that transcends entertainment. "Be kind to one another" becomes her signature sign-off. It's more than a catchphrase. It's a philosophy forged in the fires of rejection and resurrection. The show becomes a phenomenon. Ellen wins 30 Daytime Emmys. She interviews presidents and pop stars. She gives away cars and changes lives. For nearly 2 decades, she reigns as the queen of daytime television. In 2008, she and Portia marry in an intimate ceremony at their Beverly Hills home. It's been for years since same-sex marriage became legal in California. They're among the first celebrity couples to take advantage of this new freedom. The wedding photos are beautiful. Ellen in a white suit. Portia in flowing cream. 2 women who found love in an industry that tried to destroy them for being themselves. They seem untouchable. Ellen's empire grows. She hosts award shows. She launches lifestyle brands. She and Portia flip luxury homes like other people collect stamps. Their Montecito estate becomes legendary. 27 acres of manicured perfection overlooking the Pacific Ocean. But success at this level comes with a price. Behind the scenes, whispers begin. Former employees speak off the record about a workplace that doesn't match the show's "Be Kind" message. Stories emerge of a host who's warm on camera but cold in the hallways. For years, these rumors stay contained. Kalen's public image remains untouchable. The show continues to dominate ratings. Awards keep coming. Then 2020 arrives. And everything changes. The pandemic shuts down television production. Ellen broadcasts from her living room, making jokes about lockdown from her multi-million-dollar mansion. The tone feels out of touch. The audience notices. BuzzFeed News publishes an investigation into the Ellen DeGeneres Show workplace culture. Current and former employees describe an environment of racism, fear, and intimidation. The accusations are detailed and damning. Ellen issues a statement. She apologizes. She promises changes. But the damage is done. The woman who built her career on kindness is accused of cruelty. The host who preached acceptance is charged with discrimination. The comedian who made millions laugh is suddenly the target of their anger. Social media erupts. Hashtag replace Ellen trends worldwide. Comedians make jokes at her expense. The same industry that once celebrated her comeback now celebrates her downfall. Ellen announces that season 19 will be her last. When you're a creative person, you constantly need to be challenged, she tells The Hollywood Reporter. And as great as this show is, and as fun as it is, it's just not a challenge anymore. But everyone knows the real reason. The show that once felt like a gift now feels like a burden. May 26, 2022. Ellen tapes her final show. Celebrity friends offer tributes. She tears up during her monologue. After 3,200 episodes and 19 seasons, the Ellen DeGeneres Show comes to an end. I hope that I was able to inspire you to be yourself. She tells her audience, your authentic self. The studio falls silent. An era ends. But this isn't the end of Ellen's story. It's the beginning of a new chapter. 2023 and 2024 pass quietly. Ellen and Portia are occasionally spotted at local markets or walking their dogs through countryside paths. They look peaceful, like two people finally comfortable in their own skin. Then comes the decision that surprises everyone. January 2025. News breaks that Ellen and Portia have listed their Cotswolds home. The property that was supposed to be their forever haven is going on the market. Where are they going next? The answer comes in the form of paparazzi photos from London's Notting Hill. Ellen emerges from a trendy salon, her hair noticeably longer and styled in soft waves. Gone is the severe pixie cut that became her trademark. This new look is softer, more feminine, more relaxed. Portia walks beside her, radiant in a way that suggests someone who's shed an enormous weight. Her own subtle makeover includes highlights that catch the winter light and a wardrobe that speaks to newfound confidence. They're not hiding, they're not ashamed. They're simply ... different. We wanted a fresh start, a source close to the couple reveals. Not just in terms of location, but in terms of identity. The photos go viral within hours. Social media buzzes with speculation. Some applaud their transformation. Others criticize their choice to abandon America during politically turbulent times, but Ellen and Portia seem unbothered by the noise. They're spotted at London theaters. They dine at Michelin-starred restaurants. They browse art galleries in Shoreditch. For the first time in years, they appear to be simply enjoying life. The new looks aren't just about hair and fashion. They represent something deeper. A refusal to be defined by past mistakes. A commitment to writing their own ending. Friends say Ellen is happier than she's been in years. The pressure of daily television production is gone. The constant scrutiny has lessened. She's rediscovering parts of herself that got lost in the machinery of fame. Portia, too, seems liberated. After years of standing in Ellen's shadow, she's carving out her own space. Reports suggest she's working on a new art project, something personal and meaningful. Their marriage, tested by scandal and stress, appears stronger than ever. But questions remain. Will Ellen return to entertainment? Does she miss the applause? Can someone who reached the absolute pinnacle of fame find satisfaction in anonymity? Those close to the couple say Ellen is exploring new creative outlets. Nothing as demanding as daily television, but projects that feed her soul rather than just her bank account. She's writing again, reveals a friend. Real writing. It's not just jokes, but stories, memoirs, things that matter. The London transformation represents more than just a geographical relocation. It's a masterclass in reinvention at 57 years old. Ellen is proving that it's never too late to become who you're meant to be. The woman who once said be true to yourself is finally following her own advice. Their love story continues to evolve. From closeted celebrities to power couple to exiled icons to London Renaissance. Each chapter brings new challenges and new discoveries. Critics will say they're running away. Supporters will say they're running toward something better. The truth, as always, lies somewhere in between. What's undeniable is their resilience. Two women who've survived the highest highs and lowest lows of fame are still standing. Still, together, still choosing love over fear. The paparazzi photos from London tell a story beyond hair and fashion. They show to people who've decided that happiness matters more than perception. That authenticity matters more than acceptance. Ellen's longer hair catches the London light as she and Portia walk hand in hand through streets that don't know their history. In this moment, they're not celebrities or cautionary tales or comeback stories. They're just two women in love, brave enough to keep evolving. The Cotswolds chapter closes. The London chapter begins, but the story isn't over. Ellen DeGeneres spent decades making others happy. Now, finally, she's choosing to make herself happy. And in that choice, there's a lesson for all of us. Sometimes the greatest act of courage isn't staying and fighting. Sometimes it's knowing when to leave and start over. Sometimes the most authentic thing you can do is admit you need to change. Sometimes the bravest choice is the one that looks like retreat but feels like freedom. Ellen and Portia are writing their own ending. And for the first time in years, it looks like a happy one. The London streets don't care about ratings or scandals or Twitter storms. They simply offer to women the chance to be themselves without apology or explanation. And maybe that's exactly what they needed all along. The cameras will keep flashing. The speculation will continue. But Ellen and Portia are done performing for anyone but themselves. Their new looks reflect new lives. Their London adventure represents a new chapter. And their enduring love story proves that sometimes the greatest victory is simply surviving with your soul intact. They've learned something that fame can't teach and money can't buy. They've learned that happiness isn't a destination. It's a choice you make every single day. And today, in London, with longer hair and lighter hearts, Ellen DeGeneres and Portia de Rossi are choosing happiness. The story continues. But for now, that's enough. What do you think about Ellen and Portia's transformation? Does everyone deserve a second chance at happiness? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more celebrity stories that dig deeper than the headlines. *** disclaimer. This video is based on publicly available information and storytelling purposes only. ***.